Hello guys, story number 109. Are you a fan of detectives? Have you heard of Sherlock Holmes? Arab, have you heard of Sherlock Holmes?
Is he a real person?
Is he a real person? Hey, I never thought about it. Is he for real or is it just a story? I don't know. Do you know if Sherlock Holmes is for real or is it just a story? I think it's just a story.
Yeah, me too.
What about you guys? Do you think Sherlock Holmes is for real or is he just...
Is it odd? Okay.
Okay, so this is story number 109 and we will be solving a case with Detective Merlock. Whoa, is Merlock the brother of Sherlock?
Yeah.
Alright, let's sing the Story Hat song. But if you're new here, this is Arav and my name is Preeti. Welcome to Babsaras, welcome to Story Time. Let's sing the Magic Hat song, shall we?
Yeah. The magic hat is shaking, the magic hat is shaking, the magic hat is shaking.
Right.
Okay.
Give me the story, buddy.
Here you go.
Alright. Messy hair and here's the story. Are you ready to catch a case?
Yeah.
A case coming our way. It is a case of disappearing ice cream cones. Catch it, whoop, goes right there. Oh, by the way, who loves ice cream
Hi,
cone?
Neerav. Hi, Samriti.
And Shrika. And that is Shriya. Hi, Shriya.
Samriti and Shrika. And hi, Shriya.
Hi, Shriya. Oh, by the way, guys, who likes ice
Hi.
cream cone more than ice cream? You know, there was a time I used to eat ice cream just for the cone. I love the crunchy cones of ice cream. What about you, Arav?
I like the cone more than the ice cream.
Arav likes the cone. But now I like ice cream more than the cone. Merlock and Dr. Carrot investigate. What do they investigate? The case of disappearing cones. Which cones? Ice cream cones. This
But
book is
are
written...
they cheese cones? Ice cream cheese cones?
Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. We'll
Then
find out.
if they are if they're cheese cones and
Don't give any hints, Arav.
okay, I'm just
I know that you
saying.
have read this book a little bit. Do not give any hints.
No.
This book is written by Samantha and illustration is provided by Benoit. Merlock, you see the one standing there in green jacket?
Oh, he's Merlock.
Is he a walrus?
I think so, yeah.
Me too. I think he's a walrus. Merlock was the most famous detective ever. He could solve any mystery, even the most mysterious ones. He traveled all over the world investigating cases with his friend Dr. Carrot. Oh, this is Dr. Carrot. Dr. Carrot looks like a bunny to me.
I think they both are bunnies actually.
No, but if Merlock is a bunny, then he should have had those floppy ears. See, no ears.
Oh, yeah.
I think Merlock is a walrus and Dr. Carrot is a bunny. What do you think, guys? One morning...
Oh, wait. I think Dr. Carrot is named Dr. Carrot because
he's a bunny and he loves carrot. Hey, that's a good one. I did not think about it. Okay, I love waffle cones. Love ice cream cones. And Shriya loves ice cream. Kashvi also likes ice cream. So we are divided, you know. Some of us like the cones more and some of us like the ice cream more.
I like the cones more.
Right. Now one morning, while Merlock was brushing his whiskers, someone rang his doorbell. Ding dong, ding dong. It was his friend, Dr. Carrot. He came rushing in, waving a newspaper. Have you read this morning's paper? Asked Carrot. Not yet, said Merlock. What's happened? Merlock was curious to find out what's in the papers. Yeah? Merlock sat in his favorite armchair. He opened the paper and read the article. Ice cream sellers' cones are stolen. Merlock thought for a moment. Then he said, just the cones? Not the ice cream? That's strange. Very strange. Why would someone only steal the cone and not the ice cream? Dr. Carrot proposed, shall we go and try to solve this mystery, my dear friend Merlock? Of course, my dear Carrot, of course, replied Merlock, and off they went to solve the mystery of the missing cones.
Okay.
Wow, Arav. In the ice cream store, they have cherry ice cream, they have vanilla ice cream, chocolate ice cream, and this store is called Gino's Ice Cream Parlor. See? Who's the one selling the ice cream? Is it a bird? Because
That's
it has
a
got
penguin.
a big. That's a penguin! Yeah, makes sense, right? Because it's ice. Penguins like cold.
Yeah.
Wow, this is a great book. They have
And
used the pictures very smartly, isn't it?
And penguins always have long beaks and
Penguin always have long
because of
beaks.
its picture, yeah. Because of its picture.
Nice. I couldn't figure
Okay.
out that it was a penguin. Arav, thank you.
Welcome.
Merlock and
Okay,
Dr.
am I being Dr. Carrot? I was the only one who investigated Dr. Carrot.
Arav is being like
Carrot.
Dr. Carrot, very smart in
And
investigating the case.
Yeah.
Alright. Guys, if you agree with Arav and if you think that Gino Ice Cream Parlor, the man behind the parlor is a penguin, do let us know. Not the man, the person behind the parlor
The guy,
is a penguin. The
the
guy.
guy who's wearing this hat, G.
Yes. Is he a penguin? Let us know in the comment section. Merlock and Dr. Carrot went to see Gino, the ice cream seller. He was eating a bowl of strawberry ice cream in his shop. He looked worried. I'm so happy to see you, Mr. Merlock, he said. Look, it's terrible. I don't have a single cone left. Look at the cone stand. It's all gone. I have to serve my ice cream in bowls now. I do not have a choice. Don't worry. We will find the thief before you know it, said Carrot. Is it that easy to find the thief?
No.
Merlock got out his magnifying glass to start investigating. Carrot put on some strange glasses. Is that a new gadget? Asked Merlock to Dr. Carrot. He picked up a little crumb that was on the floor and he was investigating it. Is it a crumb from a cone? Said Carrot. Morlock investigated it more, looked closely at it, and then said, No. He tasted the crumb and he said, It's a cheese biscuit. But Gino doesn't sell cheese biscuits, he sells ice cream. Well, said Carrot, why don't we go to the cheese biscuit factory and find out more about the cheese biscuits? So that's how detective work, right? They look for a clue, yeah?
Yeah.
So what is their clue? The first clue is the cheese.
Small crumb.
A small crumb of the cheese biscuit, right?
Yeah.
That's how we solve anything, Arav. Even a math problem, yeah?
So
We look for the clue, the smallest clue that could help us to do the first
and then
part.
we taste it.
We don't taste it, we solve it, the smallest clue. Remember I told you, if you have an equation where you don't know two things, and then if you have an equation where you don't know one thing, which one would you start with?
The smallest one, the one first.
Unknown one, right?
Yeah.
That's the easier one. That's how detectives solve the case. They go for one unknown. Here, what is the one unknown? The crumb of the
cheese
biscuit, right?
Yeah.
Right.
See, many people.
See, Arav, a lot of people are saying you are smart. It is a penguin. Wow, good job. Okay, off we go to the cheese biscuit factory. Arav, I think I would love to visit a cheese biscuit factory because cheese and biscuit both are my favorites.
Biscuit is.
And here we are. Wow, it's so much fun. Look, Arav, how they pack the cheese biscuits.
Oh, yeah.
They have got electronic arms, machine arms, yeah?
Yeah.
Machine takes the biscuit and packs it in the packet.
Yeah.
At the cheese biscuit factory, Carrot spoke to the manager. He said, Have you noticed any stealing recently? Mr. Whisker, who was the manager at the cheese biscuit factory and who looks like a cat to me, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's a cat.
Perfect to make a cat the manager at the cheese biscuit factory so that it will keep all the mouse away from the cheese, because we all know who likes to eat cheese. Yeah?
Yeah, mouse.
Yes. Mr. Whisker said, more like nibbling. No stealing actually, just nibbling. Every night, several packets of biscuits were being nibbled. Then we got new doors, and that solved the problem. My only worry at the moment is that the machines that sort the biscuits don't know the difference between broken biscuits and whole biscuits. And look at all the nibble biscuits, the small pieces. Yeah? The machine will end up packing the broken biscuit pieces into the packet. And when people will buy it, like Arab would go and buy it, and Arab would complain, "What? Look at my biscuit! It's nibbled by somebody." And then he will complain, right?
Yeah.
So that was the worry of Mr. Whisker, that the machine cannot sort it.
Yeah.
Wow, but do they have any clue, like who stole the cone? Now they have two cases, right? The case of missing cone and the case of nibble biscuits. Yeah?
Who knows?
Now they have to find two kind of people who are committing these theft or frauds, right?
Yeah.
Two crimes. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Or is it a clue, Arav?
I think they'll have to find. It's a clue, I think.
Yeah. Merlock looked carefully at the new doors and said, "Now I see." "Really?" said Carrot. "Is there a link between the stolen cones and the cheese biscuit factory?" "Of course, my dear Carrot," said Merlock. "Of course there is." Then he asked, "What's the difference between an ice cream cone and a cheese biscuit?" "The cheese," said Carrot. "Exactly, my dear Carrot," said Merlock. "So what do you say we visit Mrs. Edam's cheese shop this evening?" Yeah? Because a cone is like a biscuit, isn't it?
Yeah.
And a cheese biscuit has cheese on top of it. So what's the missing thing from the cone?
The cheese.
The cheese. So now they are going to visit Mrs. Edam's cheese shop. And let's find out who's the owner at Mrs. Edam's cheese shop.
Yeah.
That night, Merlock and Carrot hid behind a cabin in a dark street near the cheese shop. "Would you like to try my new glasses for seeing in the dark?" asked Carrot. But he was interrupted by the sound of tiny footsteps. Merlock and Carrot saw a group of grey mice hurrying through a little hole under the door of the cheese shop. Whoa, can you see?
Yeah.
How they're ducking and going through that little hole?
Yeah.
The black mice? I think it's their shadow.
No. Yeah.
Then the door of the cheese shop opened. Out came some mice carrying bulging sacks. "Goodness me," whispered Carrot. "They are stealing cheese." Merlock and Carrot sprang into action. They went into the cheese shop and switched on the lights. Merlock said, "Stop, all of you! We have found you out." Then he closed the door while Carrot blocked up the hole that the mice had come through. The mice were trapped inside the cheese shop.
Sure.
The mice trembled with fear. "Did you steal Gino's cones?" asked Dr. Carrot. "Yes," admitted the mice. "Ever since the cheese biscuit factory changed its doors, we haven't been able to nibble our favorite cheese biscuits. We decided to make some ourselves by adding cheese to ice cream cones." Carrot said, "Well, your plan ends here." Carrot is acting like little Simba, little Singham, isn't it?
But Lil Singham beats up the bad guys.
Is it? Okay. The mice were sorry for what they had done, and they gave Gino his ice cream cones back. Merlock had solved another mystery. As for Dr. Carrot, he was pleased with himself too. I did good, he said. He had persuaded Mr. Whisker, who was the manager of the cheese biscuit factory, to give the mice work. Now, what work would that be? The mice sorted the biscuits instead of the machines. The mice were really good at sorting. And in exchange for the work they did, they were allowed to eat all the broken biscuits. It made everybody happy. Mr. Whisker, the manager at the cheese biscuit factory, was happy. The walrus, Mr. Merlock, was happy because he solved the case. Mr. Carrot was happy because he found some work for the mice. And the mice were happy because they got to eat cheese biscuits. And that's how you solve a case. Yay!
Yeah.
Good job, Mr. Merlock and Mr. Carrot.
I think Mr. Merlock and Mr. Cat are quite kind.
Quite kind, right?
Yeah.
And they solved the case quite nicely. Yeah?
Yep.
So that's how we think like a detective. We find the first tiny clue and then we follow it. Yeah? We try to find out more. That's how, scientists also work out of. They get some idea, some clue, some experiments they do, yeah? And then they just follow up. Yeah?
Yeah.
And they never give up. So don't give up. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Alright, so are you ready for today's quiz, guys?
Yeah.
It is very simple. It's a test of your memory. I hope you remember it.
Okay.
Yay, we are getting the mouse icon. And mouse is the culprit. Yes, you are right. Okay, so today's quiz question is, first quiz question is very simple. What was the name of the detective? What was the name of the detective? To give you a hint, it rhymes with Sherlock. I hope you get it.
Should we tell both the names of one of the names?
The main detective.
Oh, the main detective.
It rhymes with Sherlock.
Then
So you have to tell me the name of the detective. No, wait. Let me tell them the second
Okay.
quiz question as well. Arav just springs into action as soon as... Yes, Arav got the answer right. So that was the first quiz question. What is the name of the detective in the story? It rhymes with Sherlock. The second quiz question is, what was the first clue that the detective got? What was the first clue? Yes, Arav got both the answers right. So let me see. Merlock is correct, Harsha. Good job, Harsha. Merlock is correct, Neerav. Shubhangi, it's right as well. So we have 3 plus 1. 4 winners of the first quiz. 3 plus 1. 4. What is 5 plus 6?
5 plus 6, shall I tell?
Yeah?
Okay, 5 plus 5 equals 10, right? So 5 plus 6 equals 11.
11 minus 5?
11 minus 5. Are you sure?
Yes, I am.
Then you tell me what's 10 minus 4.
10 minus 4 is 6.
Then the answer is 6.
11 minus 5 is also 6. Smarty pants. Okay, guys. So you got the answer to the first question. Now let me see if you got the answer to the second question as well. Yes, the first clue was the biscuit crumble, the cheese biscuit crumble. Cheese biscuit crumbs. Good job, Harsha. Good job. Samvit. Yeah, I remember your name. Yay. Merlock and a small crumb of the cheese biscuit. Awesome. So we have 4 winners for the second quiz as well. It's Samvit, it's Harsha, it's Kashvi, and it's Neerav, and it's Aurav. Thank you for participating in the quiz. Hope you like the story, and we'll see you tomorrow with story 110. See you. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Take care. Lots of love from Arav. Where's the love? Give no? Give no? Give no? Okay, I'll give. Bye.